we go. Hi guys, this should be working. Hi, I am Ben. This is Nice the Blackwater, and today we are going to be running a slightly different deck. Now, those of you watching this back on YouTube, I'm just going to stay down a second while an advert runs, so I can get this all on the screen. There we go. So this is a deck sent in to me by Matt Edelman, a fellow podcaster. And this is his new Reigns deck, Tyrell Reigns. So, just while I do remember, big shout out to yesterday for Dean for sending me in the Lanny Knights Kings deck. Got made a few tweets and chats to him about it, but it's his concept. He actually used it against me on this in a previous video. So this is the deck. One of the surprise cards here is a put to the sword. I think trying to leverage that after a wildfire. Otherwise, it's pretty pretty standard in the econ department. It's interesting. Always red one straights, but okay. Let me make a slight edit. See if Matt's watching. We're going to get rid of a one red one straights and go for the Gates of the Moon. Okay, so yes, we'll go this. Let's see how it goes. We've got Seize the Ground for location control. King of the North, Red Wedding, Time of Plenty, Trade Routes, Riddle. All these are very good plots. Nothing burns because nothing doesn't hit anything on here. So yeah, so it looks pretty. We'll take it out for a run. Don't forget that attachment there. I'm not forgetting the attachments, Matt, so do not worry. So let's play a game. Straight in with an opponent, Matt Grosso. And let's go. So we've got Night's Watch. Unfortunately, we've got a mulligan this. All the good characters, not a very good setup. And we could put Standy Randy and where could I watch this stream? We're going to mulligan. Probably correct decision there. So what do we go at? What do we go with? So we could go with Tinder Marge, Arbor Knight, and that. Or actually, I think we'll just go for the 4 card. I think we'll just go for the 4 card setup. See an extra card. Ooh, let's put it on full screen mode. So he's not had a very good mulligan. So this is clearly probably a Rangers deck by the looks of it. This might do some work here. It won't be the king, so once we've seen the king and we've got a crown there, King of the North is going to do some good work. Let's just go for the normal setup. Draw an extra card. Get a good econ. Yeah, draw an extra card as well. Okay. So not been probably the best start we could have hoped for. He's not a lord, is he? No, he's not. He's just a knight. And let's get the bodyguard down and go done. Just remind myself what the scheme deck is. So, Filthy, of course, Power Behind the Throne, Wildfire. This is probably a dead card in this game. Unless I want to let him kill my own characters. And Varus's Riddle. I'd like to have seen a bit more econ after drawing effect that number of cards, but you can't have it all. without counting coppers next turn. Red Weddings for killing Mace. Yeah, no, I get that, Matt. I'm just saying it's a dead card in this particular matchup right now. It's a dead card. Ooh, okay. So we can do a very easy filthy accusations here. Probably I should want to get the renown train going. So let's do that. So, filthy accusations, him, apply claim. Okay, so this is definitely a Rangers deck, we know that much. So at some point we're going to see that nice little 2-coster. 2-coster, 3-coster? The Forest Ranger. We'll do a military. Because he has to, if he wants to not kill someone, he has to defend with both of them now. And if he does that, we do the power challenge and then win Dom. And indeed he is going to fully defend. So are we running Valor? We're not running Valor. Interesting. Matt, why isn't it Valor? We've got to discard a card. We're probably going to get rid of one of the Seize the Grounds. Because at the moment, we've not... Oh, 2 cards. Oh, because I flipped into Filthy. Whoops. So we get rid of Seize the Ground. And... I guess we get rid of a put. Kind of gives the game away. I love these guys. We're going to need that. Yeah, let's do that. Other characters also we make our opponents valor. Our characters are so awesome we make our opponents valor. Nice. Okay, Matt. I'll take that. Let's give counting coppers here. I'm not that worried if he does kill. I'd just like to slow down his ability to kill my Judds. I'm not that fussed if he does, though. Barring the gates. Okay. Do we let him go first? I think we should go first because he's quite aggressive. Wow, that was poor. Okay, the good thing we can do here, though, is we can do this. We get a Lord out. He reduces the first event by 1, so we can potentially do an Intimidate. So we can potentially get Intimidate off, and if he doesn't die, then we by the end of the round, which he might do. Obviously, we get the extra gold next turn, so here's a kind of econ boost. That's a reaction. So we do Kings of the North. That stops working. That stops working as well. Some of the econ stop working. That might not be a bad plot to play in a bit. Kind of want him. I can't get value out of this, but I guess we've still got the bodyguard. We don't really have that much value. Okay, well, they're definitely not kneeling. And here comes the Craven. Okay. So we can still do this. What would we flip into? Oh, I've got an idea. So let's do an intrigue. We'll do Power Behind the Throne to stand him after, and then we'll also do Lord Renly's Ride. You're playing my friend Matt. That's awesome. Oh, cool. Okay, so range the customer for power behind the throne. Apply claim. Nil. Discard a stand token. Reserve might be an issue now. Probably should have thought about that before I did that, but never mind. I think this is worth it. Again, we'll just do him on the military. Again, he has to defend with both of them if he doesn't want me to kill someone. And he doesn't defend at all, we're going to nil someone. Either way, someone's getting knelt. So just trying to think, I guess we get rid of those two. And then we've got a tough decision to make. The thing is, here you might as well defend fully, really, because if I know someone, I'm just going to know, yeah. So you might as well just defend it fully. Ooh. And then we'll come with the unopposed power, get up to, we'll be up to 6 power by the end of this turn. Oop. There's no claim anyway. And yeah, the control's on. Unfortunately, we've got to card quite a few cards here. So definitely getting rid of those two, and I think we can get rid of the seize the ground. Seized by the guards, because I actually don't think he's running many locations that aren't econ. I could be wrong. That could be a mistake, but that's my feeling. So I think this turn, because I haven't got much else better to play, I'm actually going to play King of the North. King of the North. And we'll put the crown on Pax. And that stops him from being able to trigger anything. Hopefully slow him down a bit. Counting coppers. So we want to copy that. A growing strong, never bad to see. Especially with High Guard and Courtier out. And this is a great turn to do this actually, because he's now locked in. He's only going to get 3 gold. They kneel now to attack. Not because of the plot, just because his reserve is so much higher than mine. So he's really limited his options here. So we're going to make him a king, and then we can then trigger everything we want to trigger. And then on the last challenge, or then potentially do the last challenge, but we're going to flip out into Varys' Riddle, probably to draw some cards. And the watch has needs, so he's going to really fill up his hand here. Ranger, so Benjin, another Quorum, Ranging Party, so Lost Ranger. Okay. And that cost a gold, so he's only got 2 gold left. I think potentially set up as well for a put to the sword with Sir Garland, because with the strength buff you can quite easily get that off. Not 100% sure what actually would put to the sword, if I'm honest. Well, he's got a dupe, Matt. Oh, yeah, no, he's got a dupe. Milk, okay. So, slightly annoying that she's now pretty pointless, but that's fine. So we've now got a king. And we are gonna put 2 gold on him. So the only challenge he can redo, unless he stealths past Marge with Ghost, the only challenge he can really get off here is military. Power and power or intrigue. I'm just going to defend him with Marge because obviously she can't attack. Potentially we're going to get two challenges off with John Fossaway. Damage dupe, yeah. Told you, man. He just got the dupe with the Watcher's needs. Otherwise, yeah, I would have killed Quorum. That wouldn't even been a decision point at that point. We're gonna have to wait a turn anyway. We're gonna do it next turn. So I think next turn we're set up enough now that we can play Wardens of the South. Get the strength buffs. Put the second one of these out, and just go nuts. So this is a big military challenge. Starving Garland. Okay. He's got no money for put to the sword, so we just... And I kind of want him to get a... I kind of want him to have a power in his house guard so I can steal it, so we're going to let you unopposed. We'll kill the Garden Caretaker. Ah, I forgot to use the Garden Caretaker. Numpty. Could have had a gold. Could have actually afforded to put to the sword. That was my mistake. So intrigue coming in from this Steward of the Wall. Now I could potentially flip into Scheme's plot at this point, but there's no real point at this point at the moment. I don't think. Or is I guess I could no because you want the strength boost to stand Sir John Fossaway in a minute. And you can have that. Okay, so we've got some power to steal. Potentially I should have defended with Sir Garland, but never mind. Okay, so we're going to do an intrigue. Oh, I should have done that before. I should have done that before the end of the challenge. I got a blooming renowned on him. That was stupid. Oh well. Then we'll do the power challenge. We win Dom. Yeah, should be we're up to 12 power. And we're going to go with Wardens of the South. He's potentially going to battle at this point because I think he has to. Oh, it's game. And he does Valor. So, do we go first? Do we go first? I think we do. Who's the strongest one? You are. Unfortunately, no Marge trigger because she is milked. Okay, so we're actually one gold short of what I want to do. So I'm going to pleasure barge to hope I get a great haul. I do not. Okay. He's got no claim this turn anyway. That was pointless. He's just going to die. Okay, never mind. So we're on 10 econ cards. We've gone 31 cards through the deck, and we found 2. That's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh well. So I think next time we close call, because it gives us a card draw, and it's fairly good gold value. And then if it goes to another turn after that, that's when we play trade routes and hopefully have enough locations out so I can just play out the hand and win the game. Oh, Benjin. Okay. String free garden caretaker, go. There's no point playing any of those right now. But Ben, are we doing okay here because the deck is solid? Yeah, no, the deck is doing very well. I will not deny that. Deny that. Now we do an intrigue. The unopposed sniper card out of hand. He can come in and kill the garden caretaker if he wants. I'm curious about the plot and draw choices. Does the Red Wedding work for you guys? This is the first time I've used this one. I have used Red Wedding in other decks. Red Wedding is a fantastic card against the right opponent. Obviously, this is the wrong opponent because he runs no Lords. It's a Ranger deck. Martell is also not great against most Martell builds. But no, this one is fine. I think it's a good choice. You know, I don't mind it when it's in your scheme deck. I wouldn't want it in my normal plot deck. Not unless I was running a deck that had no Lords or Ladies in it anyway. So it's close call. We've got to get rid of quite a few cards here. Yeah, quite a few cards actually. So I'm giving up. I don't think Seize the Ground is going to do anything. Because I think we would, if he had the wall or something like that, we'd have seen it by now. So I'm gonna get rid of Seize the Ground. I'm gonna get rid of a bodyguard. How many more cards? 5 cards, bloody hell. So we're gonna keep those 2. Potentially get rid of that, but it does work well. Standy Randy. Get rid of that. Get rid of the Queen of Thorns. I think she's probably one of the worst cards in hand at the moment, which is saying something. I really like her. And we'll get rid of Varys because I don't think we're gonna need him. Decks are immune to Red Wedding. Don't eat. Get eaten by King of the North anyway. Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment, Matt. Because the main 2 decks that don't run Kings don't have any Lords or Ladies in. And let's say you don't mind it because it's in the scheme deck. You don't mind it. You just don't use it unless it's advantageous. No. Oh. Okay, so we've got a fair bit of money now. So 3, 8, 9, 10. And I think we just go Standy Randy. Jon Snow and Longclaw. Nice. Okay, so yeah, this was a range deck. He just took too long to get set up in the first place. Do I Pleasure Barge? So at the moment, I've basically got 10, so we can afford Standy Randy with a dupe, and the crown on him, that is 7. So yeah, let's put that out. Let's Pleasure Barge. Cool. Let's put him out, and let's put the crown on him, and go done. Die, Mace, die. Matt, is that German for the Mace the? Not sure about QT. Does that work? That don't work. QAT? Oh, Queen of Thorns. Oh, she's really good. That ability to use her into an intrigue, as you kneel her, swap out an event for something that's more useful. So, for instance, if you end up with I think it's all three put to the swords, and you're like, well, I could redo with Lord Renly's Ride. Well, just go and get Lord Renly's Ride. I really like the new Queen of Thorns. I think she's a really strong, just good 5-cost card. Wow, that's a big military. So this is a military for 15. Okay. We're going to stop the unopposed. He can't Nightmares us. So we're going to discard a card. Go with that because we're not going to need it. And stand him. So yes, he's going to get a fair bit of power here. We're going to take the dupe of Marge because she's milked, she's craven, she's less useful than Standy Randy. So his intrigue's going to be for 7. We just fully defend that. Don't do the power. Oh no, you could do the power because he's attacking for 9. Well, we are going to win this though. So defend with Standy Randy. Discard. Put to the sword, stand him. Play Lord Renly's Ride to win the challenge. We do power, because of course we do. Because that's all we care about at this point. And we get to 14 power. What plot do we play here? Do we go for the win? So if we play the trade routes, we'll get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 effectively for 14, so we can play out the entire hand. Yeah, I think we just go trade routes. How much can he do in military? And then I think we just win because he can't do a challenge. Oh, political disaster. Okay. Well, actually, that doesn't actually affect me too much. He's gonna take out 1 location, so he's costing me 1 gold. Okay. We'll lose that. Oh, choose to save. Ooh. Wrong way around. Okay, yeah, I think we just win. Oh, we just win. Good game. There we go. That was a bit anticlimactic. I was going to put down King Renly, going to have all these strength buffs, and we just win because we drew Mace. The Mace race is real. You usually pleasure myself over there. That's the Tyrell way. Right, just see what we're getting into. Okay. Right, let's go and get another one in. What time is it? That took about half an hour. Fantastic. Potentially get 2 more games in before this stream ends. Bit anticlimactic move. I was winning to Mace. Awesome. Now, the interesting decision comes, does new Mace go in? Because I really like the new Mace. That's not pleasant. Unfortunately, Fire and Blood's going to wreck us. That's a pretty damn good setup, actually. That's worrying. This is the game I want to see all this seized by the guards. Okay, no bodyguard. So we could get 10, 11 effectively, so we could get her out, we could get him out. What happened in which game? What, Matt? So it's interesting. Why would you do this now with Quotho? Why would you bring him in for free now when you could wait and do it in the challenge phase? Gets rid of Nastapor and gets rid of Stormcrows. Surely the surprise factor doing it in the challenge phase would be better. Got a horrible feeling this is about to go wrong though, because he's drawn a lot of cards. He's probably got Jakaris. She can die to Plasma Pride Jakaris. Yeah, not feeling too good about the start here. In game 1, I played Mace and won the game. I was set up to get Renly out, Matt. I had a growing strong in hand, was going to over defend. He had to really go some to try and win a challenge. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, they can use it once actually, can't he? Mace, yeah, Mace came out and won the game. So now who's he going to use this on? Kind of gets out of the way. Means I can potentially... Now this means I can potentially do... yeah, let's do it. Because if he burns him, I just go and get a better Lord. It's not really an issue. Okay. He's going to be very sad on the king turn. King of the North turn. When all of this can't trigger. Okay. Well, now to decide what to put this. Let's put this bad boy on. That is a lot of locations. You're not wrong. Fortunately, he can't bring these out and burn something because it would. He can only put because he needs the 1 gold to get them into play. Intrigue for 4. Okay, so I'm going to defend with him, and if he wants to burn him, I'll just go and get. I go and get a better Lord. It's not really an issue for me. He's past challenges, is he? Okay, so if we were to use, I don't think this is overly worthwhile at the moment. Not sure about this move, but let's see what happens. Karis. Well, that's one out of the way. He made a mistake there. I think he should have Karis to him and then could have done that with her. Okay. So let's do an intrigue. We've got this as our counter if he does try to do anything. Okay. Do I want to do something? Or is he just trying to stop a range trigger? He's got no money left. He could stand. If he stands, then there's not much I can do anyway. See if he does something else. Because he has to do something. He has to like stand someone to have an action. He does not. Okay. That was just to stop the range trigger. We're done. We win dominance. This is bloody tough. Okay. Not really sure what plot to play now, if I'm honest. I want to keep Coast cool because something's going to die at some point. King of the North, I guess. But I think I want that to trickle down before I use King of the North. And what's in here? The only thing that's in here we've only got one character can bring into play. Nothing Burns Like the Cold's a bad play. Don't really need the money at this point. Yeah, I guess we do that. Okay, so we're going to let him go first. So that's an interesting interaction, I think, about it. We could play King of the North to stop a gold from coming off of this. Oh, it's a force reaction. No, you can't. Ignore me. Okay, so he's gone down to no gold except for these two. So he's got 2 cards to play. He's going to potentially play 2 golds worth of events. And let's bodyguard him. He's pretty pointless, man. So let's just go with him and go done. Roll him. I'm trying to, Matt. I'm trying to. It's just Tyrell burn. You've got to think about absolutely everything that you do. It's just a very, you know, it's a very, very, very high thought process. Okay. So let's do military with him because we don't care. We don't overly care if he dies, but if he's also quite good for getting. Quite good at getting another power on Marge and accelerating our game plan here. I didn't think about 2 and Dominator Randall. Yeah, that's a fair point. Should have thought about that. So he's defended for 6. I think that's fine. Just let that go. So now we play the Lord Renly's Ride, nil him, and then do the intrigue and trigger Varys's riddle. He's got Plaza. If he wants to discard a card at this point, he's more than welcome to. So now we do the King of the North. He concedes. Fair enough. Good game. I think we had it. King of the North there. He can't trigger anything. What would we have drawn into? Nothing much. But we've got the money to put Renly out. Because we're going to have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 gold for Renly. Yeah. Cool. Well. What time is it? Got time for one more game, definitely. We have another quick one, maybe 2 more. Liking the deck, Matt. Liking the deck a lot. Oh, you meant right. You meant Plaza Pride because I needed to attack with both. I was always going to. I was going to win Dom anyway because I had 5 gold. And if he wants to discard cast or stand characters at that point, I'm not that disappointed. Hi guys, anyone joining late? This is Ben, Ben Light of the Blackwater. Thanks for joining. We are running Matt's Tyrell Reigns after having run Dean's Lannister Rose yesterday and Whammer's Tyrell Red Door on Monday. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing Baratheon Wolf, which is kind of a test thing. I played a couple of games of it, but we're kind of going to try to tweak it a bit like we did with the Clanster Crossing the other day. And yeah. Ooh, Tyrell Red Door. So is this going to be the Mace Race, or is this going to be something a bit more interesting? This is Mace Race. The race is on. Yeah, we can get a 4-card setup here. We'll keep this. Is he mulliganed? He kept his hand, okay. Ooh, that's a lot of. That's a pretty good setup, considering. Oh, but okay, makes sense. That's a really poor draw up. Do I get counting coppers? No, that's not good. Counting coppers. Let's not go crazy. That's a really poor draw, though. So this is going to trigger. Oh, you know, I got tech. This is a test, Ben. Put to the sword, Red Wedding, siege by the guards. We have the tech. It's just he's got that combo already. This just feels painful. Okay, so we're gonna let him go first. Oh yeah, we're so getting value out of this. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, and then we draw Renly. Typical. Begging Brother does help. Yeah, we can would potentially get the Begging Brother out this turn. Because I think I want to save Renly for when he does his shenanigans. So for next turn for this, we want to save Renly for that. Oh, dear, he is properly set up here. This is going to hurt a lot. So he's got 4 gold left. He still hasn't put out a character though. Oh, okay, now he's fine. So 6 gold character. Can't be Mace, that's the one good thing here. Oh, the intimidating army. Okay. There's the crown, yeah. So got 2 copies of the crown and just confused me for a second. Doesn't take much to confuse me. So we put out that. And then I think we put out this on... That's the card I think I'm most worried about. And we'll put 3 on it. 2 on it, sorry. So now what's going to happen? He's going to take out the. He's going to take out Renly. So I think I should put the begging brother out to counter her. So I think that was a mistake. Okay, Marge's coming in. Begging brother. So that's annoying, but we're going to put Renly out next turn, and he's a pretty damn good card. Now, potentially, if he comes in as a military with the host, I'm probably going to let it go, because we can stand Randall anyway. Because the crown... Oh, actually, because we could potentially do Lord Renly's right to stand him. Enjoying the card draw we're getting. Okay, so... we do power. He does not defend the challenge. Okay. So, Lord Renly's ride. He should have attacked him. The intimidate, I think, might be probably worth it. Yeah, I had to bank the high tower because the high tower is what enables this combo, really. Because you bring character play that, you gain a gold, you draw a card. It's just a massive accelerant. Then we'll do a military. Kneel out Butter Bumps, and then we'll do, or unless he kills Butter Bumps, it might not be a bad thing. That's why you're on the free seas of the grounds. I get it. I just, and in some respects they're better than Frozen Solid, because Frozen Solid can't hit this card. Of course, with Frozen Solid, we'll be hitting one of these cards instead. So we're going to turn on 6 power. That feels pretty good. So 6 to 2. I would take that as the first turn. We're going to go for counting coppers because my hand pretty much sucks. I'm going to assume he's going to pay a oh, confiscation. Okay. Was not expecting that. Oh, awesome. We drew another Seized by the Guards. Oh, took the crown. Okay, that's interesting. So we've got... Okay. That's very interesting. I'm trying to see here if I can leverage the put to the sword. I think we'll just go with that for now. See what he does. Because he's a bit limited on econ now. He's only got 4... Oh. Only got 4 gold and immediately puts down a King's Raid. Okay. Okay, I see how this is going. Is that on defense as well? Yeah, it is. Okay. That's a bit weird. Dupes the Queen of Thorns. Well, we're going to go and put a sword through Marge's head then. He can't really stop me. After search your deck for a lady. Ah, dang it. Here comes the dupe. Okay. So, just trying to do some maths here. I do an intrigue for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. Or 9 even. So you'd have to defend with both of them. I can't get thingy off. Try to see if I could trigger Rains, Wildfire, and then then do a military and put to the sword and really try and put some pressure on, but I don't think I can. So I think I'm going to play defensive. So I'm going to go and do this military to put some pressure on. Play a bit defensively. And what's it? And probably try and just defend the intrigue and the power, actually. I think I can. He's going to have to go some to get some challenges free past me. Okay, defense for 6. Do I want to do anything now? Or am I happy? I think we just take it. Puts us on 7 power. He's got to kill someone. Gonna take okay. So we're done. It's the search, wasn't it? Yeah, search deck for a lady. Yeah, so I got the deep. Just reminding myself. I always get the two brothers. I always get the two twins, the red wine brothers, mixed up. So he's just going in with her. I usually watch Ben's games on YouTube, so I can't see your comments, Matt. Very entertaining. Don't give him a bigger head. Oh, I'm going to give +1 strength to Paxter, because I can. Do we want to trigger Reigns? What would we do? I don't think we do want to trigger range, do we? I think that was probably pointless. Oh well. Do I want to stand him? No, I'm alright. Okay, so we are going to go with the King of the North. No, we're not. We're going to do that next turn because he's still got a gold on there. So we're going to go with massive strength boost craziness. Now there's a chance he's going to Valor here because currently, okay, he's not. Cool. So let him go first. No, Max. No, wait one more turn, and then he can't use the high tower. No. Okay, we're going to have to put a sword through his head, but it's fine. We can do it. Yeah. Or Wardens. That's good too. Yeah, I'll go for Wardens. I think I can put pressure on by going Wardens. We do a big Wardens, we put a sword through Renly's head, and we're happy. Sirio could be annoying. Potentially, we do Red Wedding, maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking that's not an awful idea. Well, let's do Power 1, because he's not going to have a king much longer. Hopefully. Yeah, Red Wedding may work. I'm going to have a look. We'll see what happens. I can use this defensively. We'll see how heavy-handed he goes into this. It's really going to depend on him, I think, at this point, what we do. The only issue is putting a sword through his head is a Mars trigger. But it's also... but then that's fine, because his king's dead, we can play king on north. So kind of tomato, tomato. Wildfire then put to the sword may work. That's actually not a bad idea. Because what do we keep? We keep these three. He'd... Yeah. That, no, because if we wildfire, he should kill Renly. And then... Oh, I don't know, actually. This is quite a tough one. So he's going in for 10. Okay, so he's done this in the wrong order. I'll give him the option to see. He can still stealth. I'm not that fussed. Okay, so we defend with Pax. We defend with him. We'll defend with Pax, so we get to strength. That gets to strength 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's got no gold, so he can't buff strengths here. This Arbor Knight ability is doing really good. I guess, yeah, yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh, I see what you're saying, actually, Matt. I don't think it matters overly which way we do it, does it? I've never used this Arbor. I've never used this ability so much. The only thing is here is he's potentially going to come and intimidate Renly in a second. Potentially I should have put him in as well and then triggered power behind the throne. Oh, he's passing. Okay, so that's interesting. So he currently defends. He can defend a military for a lot. So I'm not sure this play is going to work. But let's give it a go. So we did an intrigue with those two. We could do the wildfire play. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. We're here to learn. Yeah. So let's see what he does here. So we're gonna... Oh, no, not him. Him. So, right. So he kept Renly around. That's interesting. I don't think I've actually got the strength now to get through, though. Okay. So I think now we do a power challenge and hope he defends this. No lords died. To Marsh should have triggered. Hey, no problem. So we're going to see now. Hopefully he'll defend this, thinking that's the correct move. And if he doesn't, we just got a load of power. Awesome, he's defended it. So we're going to get rid of that, because we've already got one. Stand him. And here we go, guys. Matt, I'm going to do something I've not done for a very long time, and it's all thanks to you. We're going to put someone to the sword. And now King of the North is going to work. And in his defence, who the hell plays King of the so who the hell plays Put to the Sword these days? Okay, apply claim. I'll take one of the dupes. No, we'll let him win Dom. And now we play the King of the North. Yeah, welcome back. I'm gonna draw. No, it's not a. It's a martial action. Okay. No, good. Okay. The King in the North from the very south of from the very south. I do love this plot. The King of the North. What's that? You wanna trigger a banter bridge? Nope. What's that? You wanna trigger Marge? Nope. It's from the south. The King of the North from the south side. No military claim, that's fine. Not playing this for military claim. Can't trigger that, can't trigger that. Oh, so good. I love this plot. Oh, we drew Marge, even better. Right. I'm going to say, Matt, I'm still not convinced this is a great card. And if you can take Frozen Solid, do not take this card. But it's not actually awful. Oh, no, not Milk of the Poppy. No. It's funny that the Second Sons spoilt the Beacon of the South with Tyrell attachment. Well, oh, what's Beacon of the South? I don't think I've seen Beacon of the South. What's that one do? So our King of the North just became the Beacon of the South. Okay. Probably should put the bodyguard out, but I don't think it's going to make a difference at this point. We need 3 power. We've got 2 lots of renown on the board. Oh, hang on a second. Does that milk doesn't? No, it's not a reaction. The milk does. It does work. It's not a reaction. So power for 9. Well, we could defend this. He's got no gold. Leaves us open to the intrigue though. So I think we just go thank you, but no thank you. He can have a power. Or 2, 3 power, whatever it will be. Okay, so we are going to do a military with him. There is no claim, but that just gives us 1 unopposed power. Then we're going to do a power challenge with these 2. And then we do intrigue, and that should be 3 more power. Worst case scenario, we flip into power behind the throne and make sure we win Dom. Okay. That's going to be GG, because you can't stop this. Just be on the safe side. Oh, we didn't win by enough. Good game. Didn't matter, we won anyway. Should be up to his strength by 1. That was silly of me, but it didn't make a difference. We won off that. Cool. Okay, guys. Well, thank you very much for coming by. I'm going to end there because with 15 minutes we have to leave, probably not enough time to get a game in. Hope you enjoyed that. Matt, thank you very much for attending that deck. That I think that went quite successfully. And yeah, put to the sword. What is this? It's a core set only. But it works. It was a good choice. Potentially on that last turn, I could have flipped into... I could have done the intrigue first, then flipped into the red wedding. That could have been quite fun. But with Randall milked, I'm not sure that would have been great. But anyway, guys, thank you very much, as I said. Please, thank you for coming on. I'd come back tomorrow. We'll have a slightly longer stream. I'll probably start around 12:30 UK time. Could do for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And we're going to play Baratheon Wolf. Unless that gets boring, because I'm not sure it's going to be the most interesting streaming deck. At which point, if it does, we'll swap on something a bit more fun halfway through. But anyway, guys, it's, yeah, thank you very much for coming along, and it's been emotional.